2 short months after landing his record deal, Kanye was in a car crash, shattering his ticket to freedom in 3 places. And as they wired his mouth shut, even the doctors told him he might not be able to rap ever again. At the time, it seemed like his rap career was over before it even started. Any normal person would have heard this news, taken it as fate, and quit rapping. But Kanye knew that he had more to offer the world than just his beats. And he vowed that if he came out of the situation alive, he would dedicate his life to achieve that purpose.
When I had my accident, I found out at that moment, nothing in life is promised except death. If you had the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
And as we know it, he was right. He turned tragedy into triumph, and the album serves as inspiration for millions of others to follow their dreams. Because he proved to the world that there was another way. You didn't just have to play the cards you're dealt, you can also change them.
I ain't played the hand I was dealt, I changed my cards. I prayed to the skies and I changed my stars.
This is the story of how a shy kid from Chicago followed his dreams and defied the odds.
Everybody want to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know. I drink a goose for breakfast, an insure for dessert. Somebody put a pen.
This is the College Dropout. And if you're new, thanks for joining us, and let me fill you in. So, this is a Kanye hater.
I think I'm having like migraines listening to this music.
How many more of these are there?
How many more of these are there?
Are we at least halfway through the album? No, that was it.
I think it was.
And for the last 3 weeks, we've been trying our best to convert him to be a Kanye fan. Every Friday, we try a new album, but the catch is we only have 4 tries, and this is already our 3rd. And trust me, it has not been easy.
Unless we took like a halftime break halfway through or something.
And for the first album, of course, we used Graduation. And when that didn't work, we tried his magnum opus, which finally got him to crack a bit. But we noticed that the songs that he enjoyed were the introspective ones. And that's why with your help, we chose The College Dropout. And I think this one will get him over the edge because it's his most thought-provoking album. And plus, he's in college right now, so he should be able to relate. Okay? I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Kanye, can I talk to you for a minute? Me and the other faculty members was wondering, could you do a little song, something beautiful, something that the kids are gonna love when they hit?
Oh yeah, I got the perfect song for the kids to sing.
Kanye makes a statement with his opening song, and I think he does a good job at laying the foundations for the topics he's about to cover in this album, like indoctrination, education, and individual purpose.
First time hearing this, you are about to experience something so cold. We never had nothing handed, took nothing for granted, took nothing from no man. Man, I'm my own man. But the second verse is from my dogs working 9 to 5 to still hustle, cause a nigga can't shine all 655. And everybody selling makeup, Jacobs and bootleg tapes just to get they cake up. We put shit on layaway, then come back. We claim other people kids on our income tax. We take that money, cop work, then push packs to get paid. You know the kids gon' act a fool when you stop the programs for after school. And they DCFS, some of them dyslexic. They favorite 50 Cent song, 12 questions. We scream, box blows, we par. See now we smart. We ain't retards the way teachers start. Hold up, hold fast. We make more cash. Now tell my mama I belong in that slow class. Sad enough, we on welfare. You tryna put me on a school bus with the space for the wheelchair. I'm tryna get the car with the chromey wheels here. You tryna cut our lights out like we don't live here. We don't care what people say.
It was okay. It doesn't really stick out from all the other stuff that we've listened to so far. I could see like this being a song that I'd probably listen to and kind of forget about it. Is this your top 10?
No, but I like it. Okay, so the other songs you said were too poppy and that's why you wouldn't listen to it, and this is more of like an introspective song talking about like it sets the foundation for the rest of the album, because the album's name is College Dropout, and the entire message for this album is telling people to pursue your passion. Something that he mentions in this song is that in his first verse, he's talking about drug dealers who are dealing drugs to make ends meet, who didn't go to college and didn't get a degree. But the second verse was dedicated to the people who have the 9-to-5s, who are also dealing drugs on the side. The end result is going to be the same. We're still people, and we're still trying to make ends meet, but a degree isn't going to change that fact. And people just try to get a degree just to say that they're doing something with their life. And that's something that he touches on like almost every single song. It comes off as genuine because he dropped out of college to pursue music.
Wow, really? That was what that was about?
That's the entire point of this debut album, because he's saying just like how I poured my soul into this and how I had to convince my like family that this was the career path that I wanted to take, it's the same way that he's trying to empower other people to do the same and pursue their passion. That's why it's called College Dropout, and that's why people love it so much, because this is one of the first albums in hip hop that is introspective and talks about real issues.
Wait, what? Wait, this is the first album?
One of the first, because every single other one is talking about flexing on people, gangs, whatever. And it's something that like a small percentage of people can relate to, but Kanye specifically said, I want this album to be something that everyone can relate to. And it is.
If you're an artist, you can only rap about this one subject. You have to stand for this specifically. I'm going to stand for everything I've seen in my life. And I'm going to try to express that to y'all the best I can. And I feel like I'm creative enough that I'm going to make it work. You know what I'm saying? I know nobody has ever stood up and said, yo, man, let me actually show you that it's more than one side to me.
What the fuck was that, Kanye? I told you to do some shit for the kids. You give me a motherfucking graduating tickets right now. You give me this motherfucking rope. What you catching senioritis? You will not walk across that stage. You won't slide across that stage. Motherfucker can't pull you across that motherfucking stage. Kanye, who told you to? I told you to do some uplifting. I'm trying to get you out here with these white people. That's how you gonna do me.
She ain't walking my shoe. I'm just not everybody.
This is a skit, not a song, but it's also helping lay down the foundation for the album, because he's saying everyone says to do this one specific thing and that's the only thing that anyone can do. But he's saying, don't box me inside that. I'm different. I'm different from people. I know I can achieve more. And this is what I want to do, so just let me do it.
Don't tell me about being likable. We got 100 years here. We're one race, the human race, one civilization. We're a blip in the existence of the universe. And we constantly trying to pull each other down. Not doing things to help each other. That's my point.
I think what he's also trying to get at is like, it's either society's expectations of you that dies, or it's your passions that die. Everyone has to make that decision at some point.
Right, yeah.
And so that's what he's touching on like throughout this song and the entire album.
Dang.
So it's like, it's real stuff.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, like if you don't like this album, I think we're screwed with you liking Kanye.
Oh, when it all falls down.
This the real one.
It's crazy how confident he was on his first album, and what a powerful yet meaningful song.
Oh man, I promise. She's so self-conscious. She has no idea what she's doing in college. That major that she majored in don't make no money, but she won't drop out. Her parents will look at her funny. Now, tell me that ain't insecure. The concept of school seems so secure. Sophomore 3 years, ain't picked a career. She like, fuck it, I'll just stay down her and do it. Cause that's enough money to buy her a few pairs of new ears. Cause her baby daddy don't really care. She's so precious with the peer pressure. Couldn't afford a car, so she named her daughter Alexis. Yeah, I say fuck the police, that's how I treat them. We buy our way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. We'll buy a lot of clothes, but we don't really need them. Things we buy to cover up what's inside. Cause they made us hate ourselves and love they wealth. That's why shorty's hollering where the ball is at. Drug dealer by Jordan, crack kid by crack. And the white man get paid off for all of that.
I'm telling you, all falls down.
I just can't keep working like this. This grave ship is like a slave ship.
He said slave ship. I think I'm getting into a little bit more. So wait, so explain what was that about?
So this song was originally called Self-Conscious, and it was revolutionary for him to make a song like this, because all of the raps in hip-hop were about gangs and everyone being hard. But this is one of the first songs where he's trying to be self-conscious and talk about the struggles that he's been experiencing. She has no idea what she's doing in college. The major that she majored in don't make no money, but she won't drop out because her parents will look at her funny.
Oh, yeah, I missed that line.
Yeah, so she's going to college for no reason because of the societal expectations.
Right.
But she doesn't know what she's doing there. And at the end, she's like, maybe I'll just like do hair, you know, like that's not my passion, but I'm just going to do it because everyone's going to look at me funny if I drop out.
Right.
She couldn't afford a car, so she named her daughter Alexis. This is his entire message with the album. Pursue your passion. There isn't a Kanye West if he stayed in college.
Sometimes if you got something that you love, you got to follow what's in your heart.
Right.
You know, my mother was head of the English department, so it was real embarrassing for her.
Right.
You know, for her son to straight drop out of college.
Right.
I had to show her, you know, if I'm focused, I can make a better way for myself. And I learn from people, you know, just from knowing people. You learn more from reading Russell Simmons' book or actually going to where he's at and meeting him and asking him the questions yourself.
Right.
So I'm learning from real life, I feel.
Right.
You know?
And this is him being the leader and paving the way for people. It's like no one else is talking about this. A few songs after this is Jesus Walks. When he played that song for people, none of the record labels took him, even though it was an amazing song, because no one wants to hear Jesus on the radio. He's acting as the leader and saying, I'll do it first, just watch me go, and then make this your anthem for like your motivation. He said, if you're a fan of Kanye West, you're not a fan of Kanye, you're a fan of yourself. Because this isn't about him, it's about everyone.
Go listen to all my music. It's the codes of self-esteem. It's the codes of who you are. If you're a Kanye West fan, you're not a fan of me, you're a fan of yourself. You will believe in yourself. I'm just the espresso. I'm just a shot in the morning to get you going, to make you believe that you can overcome that situation that you're dealing with all the time.
One bad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away.
I've been working this grave shift.
In this song, I feel like Kanye does a really good job at capturing the feeling of wanting to leave a dead-end job that's keeping you from achieving your goals. And the riff at the end is a perfect addition as well.
Manager insults me again, I will be assaulting him. After I fuck the manager up, then I'm gonna shorten the register up. Let's go back to the Gap. Look at my check, wasn't no scratch. So if I stole, wasn't my fault. Yeah, I stole, never got caught. They take me to the back and pat me, asking me about some khakis. But lock yourself in a room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's a different world like 3 summers. I deserve to do these numbers. The kid that made that deserves that made back. So many records in my basement, I'm just waiting on my spaceship.
And I didn't even try to work a job, represent the mob at the same time. Thirsty on the grind, shy state of mind. Lost my mama, lost my mind. Life, my love, that's not mine. Why you ain't signed? Wasn't my time. Leave me alone. Work for it, y'all. Half of it's yours, half of it's mine.
I remember having to take the dollar cab, coming home real late at night, standing on my feet all damn day, trying to make this thing right. And having one of my co-workers say, yo, you look just like this kid I seen in the old Busta Rhymes video the other night. Well, easy come, easy go, how that saying goes.
I wanna fly, I wanna fly. I said I want my chariot to pick me up and take it, brother, for a ride.
So this song is basically about him working at a very dead-end job and just doing nothing and getting nothing done.
Pretty much.
Where his life seems to amount to absolutely nothing.
Yep. I think Spaceship is more of like a metaphor for 2 things. One, it could be literal, saying like he just wants to leave the dang place. But it could also be a metaphor for like his career as a rapper or whatever his passion is taking off. That's what I think. But what do you think about it?
I mean, I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was more like introspective.
Yeah, the end bit where he says,
I wanna fly. I said I want my chariot to pick me up and take it, brother, for a ride.
that was made by Tony Williams, and it was like a last minute addition. It was like 2 weeks before submitting this album. He had a Christmas party, and Tony Williams picked him up, and they played the song in their car on the way home. And Tony Williams just started riffing off of it, and then he was like, that's what I needed. Fly to LA next week, and we'll record it again, and that's exactly what they did.
And he was playing me college dropout songs that he had been working on up to, and there were only like 2 weeks left in production before the deadline for it to turn in. And Spaceships came on. And I'm just casually, I'm driving, and I just start riffing on top of Spaceships. He said, stop that, cuz, run it back. Do that again. And I just start riffing over it. He was like, that's what I've been wanting. That's it. He said, next Monday, I'm going to bring you out to LA. We're going to the studio. I need you to do what you just did in the studio.
So you couldn't just take it all, like rip it off from him?
He says he can see music. I think in his mind, him hearing that verse from him was like a different color that matched the song.
I have a condition called synesthesia where I see sounds. I see them. Everything that I sonically make is a painting. Already I see beats and colors. A bass drum might be black, snare is white, chords, piano kit, chords are blue, horns are orange. Like I can visualize this in my head before I even make it. And that's the reason, because I'm working with a plan before I sit down at the board. That's the reason why I could do a beat in like 3 minutes.
But also, like, in this part, I thought it was funny. He says when he was working at Gap, like, he just left. But on Rogan, a few years later, he went to say that he actually stole the khakis, like he said here, but that he got fired afterwards because he got caught.
At age 16, I was working at the Gap, and I got fired for stealing. And I was actually stealing khakis. I was stealing khakis from my friend.
So he lied on this song, but, I mean...
He lied.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to think that even on his debut album, he was willing to take such a big risk, not only talking about Jesus, but also making it a single for this album. But that's exactly what he did.
To the hustlers, killers, murderers, drug dealers, even the scribblers. Jesus was with them. To the victims of welfare, feel we living in hell here. Hell yeah. Jesus was with them. Now hear he, wanna see thee more clearly. I know he hear me when my feet get weary. Cause we're the almost nearly extinct. We rappers as role models, we rap, we don't think. I ain't here to argue about his facial features, or here to convert atheists into believers. I'm just trying to say the way school need teachers, the way Catholic needed Regis, that's the way I need Jesus. So here go my single, Daul, radio needs this. They say you can rap about anything except for Jesus. That means gun, sex, lies, videotape. But if I talk about God, my record won't get played, huh? Well, if this take away from my spins, which will probably take away from my ends, then I hope it take away from my sins and bring the day that I'm dreaming about. Next time I'm in the club, everybody screaming out, God, show me the way, because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now.
I feel like you should explain it all first before we go into the song, because like when I go in blind, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
I'm just kind
the only thing is, I want you to experience the song first. I was expecting you to like be able to read some of the lyrics and understand it.
No,
but
like that doesn't work. I'll zone out.
Okay, yeah, I can explain it beforehand then. But what'd you get about this song?
Because you kind of explain it, I'm like, okay. So he's kind of also like dissing the record companies that wouldn't accept his record.
Yeah, it's like you can talk about literally anything, but if I want to talk about Jesus, then it just won't get played. Like I'm about to make Jesus hit then. And in one of his interviews too, he said, why aren't any good rappers on God's side?
I remember I was listening to like gospel rap. This was some years back, and a lot of it just sounded like imitations of what was out. Like they would sound just like rappers that you knew, but the beats wouldn't be that good, and it just wouldn't be like real rap. And I used to think like, man, why isn't no good rappers on God's side?
Is Jesus Walks actually one of his famous songs?
It's like one of his biggest songs.
Is it because it's Christian?
No, it's because it's a good song.
Really?
Yeah. And so, like I said, it's, again, him trying to pave the way for everyone else, saying, do what you love. No matter what, as long as you like persevere, believe in yourself, be confident in your ability. Because the entire time he was making this album, everyone was like, your rhymes are whack, you're not a good rapper, you're a good producer, just stick to producing.
Right.
That's what everyone told him, even Jay-Z. But with
That's actually kind of wild.
yeah,
though.
and then this is what he said, though. He said that gave him more confidence because he knew that he had those kinds of songs in his pocket.
Before, people used to look at me like I was crazy, like, no, you can't rap. And it was so fun because you knew. Just imagine someone's telling you, you can't rap, and you got Slow Jams and Jesus Walks on a CD in your pocket.
I feel like you have to have a little bit of ego in order
No,
to
he
do
100%
that,
does. He 100%
Yeah.
does, but that's the reason he's so successful with everything.
That definitely doesn't happen to everyone, but I think Kanye is one of those rare instances where that little bit of bipolar mixed in with that high neuroticism and all that stuff all kind of came together, I think.
Exactly. That's the kind of thing that he's trying to share with other people. Whenever you feel like you can't do it, just like listen to this album and I'll show you like the things that I did. Because he also goes through it in later songs too, how hard it was. Everyone should have quit in his situation, but he didn't. Let me explain it first. So this song is Never Let Me Down, and there's 3 people on this: Jay-Z, Jay Ivy, and Kanye West. Jay Ivy is talking about how God will never let him down and how he has a reason for it. And he has a really good line where he says,
We all here for a reason on a particular path. You don't need a curriculum to know that you are part of the math.
What does that mean?
so he's flipping the idea of the college thing.
Right.
People go to college because they seek a purpose. And he's saying you don't need to learn this curriculum to know that you have a purpose in life. He's saying God is that reason for me and God will never let me down. Kanye is saying that he's here for a reason and he's destined for greatness because his mom did a sit-in and got arrested at the age of 6, and his dad was a Black Panther. Both of those people were not conforming to society, and they were able to like break down the barriers that they had at the time. Because of my upbringing and because of my parents, I know that I have it within me and it won't let me down. So I know that I'm destined for greatness.
I care about people. My dad lived in homeless shelters less than 5 years ago. To find out, he's a psych major. My mom was the first Black female chair of the English department at Chicago State University. I was raised to do something, to make a difference.
Jay-Z, he kind of does his own thing. I don't think his verse fits in as much because he's talking about how he'll never let the rap game down and he'll always be on top.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I think Jay Ivy, Kanye West, they have amazing verses on this and relates to the narrative of the album, but Jay-Z kind of like does his own thing.
He messes the rest of the album up.
Hopefully that helps. Also, this is a new style that I'm testing because my brother said that it would be better if I gave him an explanation before listening to the song. Let me know if you like it, let me know if you hate it. Just give me your thoughts in general. But yeah, just like I explained before, I thought J.I.V. and Kanye had great verses that tied well to the theme of this album. But again, Jay-Z's verse just threw me for a loop because it just didn't fit with the theme. If you guys know of a reason why Kanye might have put this on, besides the fact that he's his idol, please let me know.
Niggas can't fuck with me, cause I'ma be that nigga for life. This is not an image, this is God-given. This is hard living mixed with crystal sipping. It's the most consistent hoe, give you the most hits. You can fit inside a whole distance. Nigga, I'm home on these charts, y'all niggas visiting.
I get down for my grandfather who took my mama, made her sit in that seat where white folks ain't want us to eat. At the tender age of 6, she was arrested for the sit-ins. And with that in my blood, I was born to be different. Now niggas can't make it to balance to choose leadership, but we can make it to Jacobs or to the dealership. But I can't complain what the accident did to my left eye, cause look what an accident did to left eye. First Aaliyah, now Romeo must die. I know I got angels watching me from the other side.
We are all here for a reason on a particular path. You don't need a curriculum to know that you are part of the math. Not just another individual. My spirit is a part of this, that's why I get spiritual. But I get my hymns from him, so it's not me, it's he that's lyrical. I would never, ever let you down. #1 albums, what I got like 4 of them. More of them on the way, the 8th wonder on the way. Clear the way, I'm here to stay. Y'all can save the chitter chat, this and that, this and J. This and J, you get you maced. Hove's a living legend, and I tell you why. Everybody wanna be Hove, and Hove's still alive.
Did the background help?
It wasn't hitting as hard for some reason. Even if when you gave the background context, I kind of noticed some of it, but...
What do you mean? The first part was Jay-Z's verse talking his shit about like him
and then,
being
like,
on top of the
Kanye,
charts. And then Kanye talks about like his mom in the sit-ins.
I got some
getting,
of that.
Yeah, getting...
And then like I kind of started like drift away. I started to get lost after that. I was like, after Kanye's bit.
J.I.V. verse. Yeah, he's talking about how God will never let him down, how like the words that are coming out aren't great because like of what he's doing, but because of the gift that God gave him.
Oh.
You know how a lot of rappers say
I'm a spiritual, lyrical, individual, spiritual, miracle, lyrical, individual, spiritual, miracle, individual.
He's doing a twist on it. He's saying,
not just another individual. My spirit is a part of this. That's why I get spiritual. But I get my hymns from him. So it's not me, it's he that's lyrical.
He's switching the spiritual, miracle, lyrical thing and saying the reason my verses hit isn't because of what I do. It's because of the gift that God gave me. I'm just speaking through him. So all the praises to the Most High.
Oh.
Yeah, and Jay-Z just keeps going on his like I'm the best shit. Like I don't understand why they ended it like that. They started it and ended it with Jay-Z.
And Kanye couldn't just be like, maybe...
No, it's because, he's known for keeping in Jay-Z's bad verses because he idolizes him. Just like in Monster, he was like...
Sasquatch, Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness, Goblin, Ghoul, a zombie with no conscience.
It just like didn't match the vibe of Monster. So this one is just a song about him talking his shit because, again, this is him. He's multifaceted. He talks about this again in a later song, but this is him being himself. He is introspective and thinks about his life and questions a lot of societal expectations and wants to help other people, but there's another aspect of him that's braggadocious and wants to spend money and flex.
Yeah.
That's why he's like, this is a version of me. So you're getting that in this album. He just wants to relate to people by being himself.
Was that necessary though? You know what I mean? Like, what if you're like a serial killer or something and you're just like, oh, well, that's just me. Or like you do drugs and stuff, but you're just, oh, that's just me.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're not hurting people.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good quality, but...
Trying to catch the beat.
I see this as Kanye giving the listeners a break from all the introspective music by giving the listeners a bit of what they're used to. And also by diversifying, it allows him to be more versatile throughout his musical career.
Nah, my flow is in the pocket like Wallace. I got the bounce like hydraulics. I can't call it, I got the swirl like alcohol. My freshman year, I was going through hella problems till I bit up the nerve to drop my ass about a call.
Yeah. I can't believe this nigga used my name for picking up dimes, but never mind, I need some traction, trying to pull tracks out. And my rhymes is finna blow, you trying to blow backs out. Well, okay, you twisted my arm, I'll assist with the charm. And yo, ain't you meet that chick at that conference with your mom's sister, the bomb? But she got the bougie behavior, always got something to say like a okay player hater.
Get 'em high like noon or the moon or a room filled with smoke, a hype filled with dope. Y'all assumed I was doomed out of tune, but I still feel the notes, the real nigga quotes.
And if you're losing your high, then smoke again. Keep 'em high.
Okay, what'd you think about that song?
I didn't get it. Also, did you even explain that one?
Yeah, I did. The entire...
I'm like zoning out. I'm like,
what's going on here? I don't know, because it went from, you know, like introspective to now it's like I'm not connecting with the words anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more easier to focus of a song than like some other ones because it's higher energy.
Yeah, but it's like it changed. It does change the mood a little bit because it's not consistent. I thought the entire album was just gonna be about like college stuff, life stuff, introspective, relatable stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I already just told you, like, this is just him. Like, he's showing.
Does it pick back up?
He's showing all aspects. Yes, it does. But I'm saying this is the version of just him having fun. Next one is Kanye talking about like the impossible societal expectations that people put on women. It's kind of making fun of that.
Okay.
It's making fun of that.
That's funny.
Hey, what's up, girl? Hi, girl. Hey, you know, I finally got my shit together. Been watching that workout plan, girl.
Well, you looking all good and stuff.
Girl,
You got
I know, it's that workout.
Got you a six-pack Shakur and stuff. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, I'm tired of putting 187 in my niggas' pages. That shit ain't working no more.
Girl, y'all know I'm a video professional now. Ever since I copped this new workout plan, my shit is right. Rolling in Lexus, act right, everything, girl.
Girl, you need to let me know how I can cop that. How much is it?
Girl, you know you ain't gotta pay for nothing around me. I'm the bootleg queen. I'll give it to you for $3.99.
$3.99? That's my dog. You always looking out for us. My nigga, now I can throw away my bus pass and shit. Oh my gosh. Oh shit.
You just popped in to Kanye West, get right for the summer workout tape.
Can't believe J. Cole didn't like this song, but I personally think it's a jam. I also think it's funny that he's making fun of the societal expectations when he goes on to marry Kim as well. I think it goes to show that he's self-aware, but he's a human at the end of the day.
Girl, your silhouette made me wanna light a cigarette. My name Kanye from the Jigger said, Twister said, get it wet. Oh girl, your breath is harsh. Cover your mouth up like you got SARS. Off them tracks, yeah, I bought them cars. Still kill a nigga on 16 bars. That's right, put in work. Move your ass, go berserk. Eat your salad, no dessert. Get that man, you deserve that. I want to see you work out for me. Whoa, yeah.
Are you sure this is like a play on the beauty standard? I feel like it's not.
It 100% is.
It's not just Kanye giving him like the people his own extreme take of like. I also kind of agree that they should do this. Like, this is what I prefer.
No, this is satirical. So the next song is called Slow Jams. It's just romantic Kanye.
Kanye, it's Fox, man. I'm just saying. I was talking to the girls, you know, and then
This song is peak romantic Kanye, and I thought it was funny that he told Jamie Foxx to dial the R&B back during the recording. But it worked out because it became a #1 hit.
Oh, she says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, but definitely set this party alright. She says she wants some ready for the world, some new edition, some mini repertoire, definitely set this party alright. Yes, it will. It definitely will. You know, I told her. She got a light-skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson. I play ready for the world, she was ready for some action. My dog said you ain't no freak, so you bout to prove my man wrong. I'ma play this Vandross, you gon' take your pants off. I'ma play this Gladys night, me and you gon' get right.
Kanye, I know I told you to slow it down, baby, and it's good, so good, it's beautiful, but now I need you to do it faster, baby.
I got you looking at the glitz on my hands and wrists while I'm laying back and smoking on my cannabis. When it come to rocking the rhythm like Marvin and Luther, I can tell you when I'm messing with Kanye and the twist. When I shot and I be sipping Hennessy, piss on my R&B, while I smoke a B, you can pick with me, put it on the G. With my earth in the wind, smoke a fire. Let me get your sheets wet, listening to keep sweat. Put you in the days remains, fulfilling out with every temptation. Slow jamming, having deep sex. You ready for the world, girl? Come and go with me. I touch you all over your body, baby. Don't say no to me. And every know to be controlling me. I'm loving the way you be holding me when I be listening to jealousy. And when I come over and bend your ass, you be bumping to the pentagram. I done hit it from the back to the melody and roll it slow. Now I gotta go up in it fast, but I'ma finish last. No matter how much of a thug you see, I still spit it like a sovereign beat. Come to the club with me. And when some Luther come on, I hope you feeling me. Can still be in love with me. Shine right.
What you think about it?
What are you talking about?
It's just romance. It's like R&B, like feeling the mood. That's just him
But what about
talking
Al
romance.
Green? But
And it's like a metaphor for his sex life too. In the song, he's also going from slower to fast, but in his sex life, he's also saying that.
But that's weird.
Okay, but
that's weird, Kanye.
This is what I'm saying by like you're getting all aspects of Kanye's life. Like you have the introspection, which is a majority of the album. That's like majority of his brain. But he has aspects of his life where he is romantic. He has aspects of his life where he just wants to party, where he just wants to talk his shit. But that's just him. This is like his debut album, because that's the problem, right? He also said this. He said, I don't want people to just categorize me as a backpack rapper, like someone who just talks about introspective stuff all the time and that's all they do. He says he doesn't want to be categorized by one thing, so he just gave everything that he had. It's another reason why. But it's also him. Like, that's why he made it, because it's him and it defines him.
Gotcha, okay. I guess that makes more sense about Kanye.
The perspective that I'm going to speak from, I'm going to be one of the people that help bridge the gap with hip-hop. Because I'm going to talk from the perspective of just being honest. I always said if I rap, I say something significant. But now I'm talking about money, hoes, and rims again. Like, I want to do what's right, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a human being. Like, okay, I got songs like Jesus Walks With Me. But then I got songs that's like, I need to know. You down to do whatever, down to get it jumping, down to get topless, baby, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man, I'm a human being.
I enjoy these bits where Kanye lets a bit of his other character traits out, because it brings out a lot of energy and shows that he doesn't take himself that seriously.
Golly, more of that bullshit ice rap. I gotta apologize to most of Quali. Is it cool to rap about gold? If I told the world I copped it from Ghana and Mali. First nigga with a Benz and a backpack, ice chain, Cardi lens and a knapsack. Always said if I rapped, I say something significant. But now I'm rapping about money, hoes, and rims again. I even know I went to college and dropped out of school quick. I always had a PhD, a pretty huge dick. Ladies tired of getting ripped off by guys like this, and giving head is like a whale that's using a toothpick. Well, I'm in the club for a limited time. Act now and get some action for a free 99. Later on, I might charge for menage. I blow past low class niggas with no cash in a 4-6, bitch. You can go ass. So when I go fast, po just laugh right until I run out of gas, until I go crash. Whatever comes first, I'm prepared for the worst. Whatever comes second, I'll be there with my weapon, pulling up in the Lexuses. One on both hands, so I guess them GS's was ambidextrous. Could've sworn I recesses was sending me messages.
That was interesting. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. Not the kind of type of music that I like.
Okay.
But it's where it's just like explicit, kind of just to be explicit, and I'm just like, it's kind of gross.
Yeah, well, good news. We're going back to the introspective stuff after this. Next song is actually a skit, so we'll play that one with the next one. It's called School Spirit. He's saying, what's the point of degrees? Try to get it. Don't really follow the narrative that society, tries to pressure you with, and just do it because you actually want to or have a reason to.
It's funny because I've noticed that. I was just going to say, I think it's just something that I needed to re-examine. I kind of had an idea for why I was going, and it wasn't even to like get a degree or anything like that. It was just to it was to learn. Yeah, that was like pretty simple plan. It's like not bad. It's like, okay, you want to just learn the information. Stuff I didn't get from high school. And I think like the more I went in, I started to get like more pressures and stuff from like advisors. Follow the degree plan and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want this degree plan.
Now beat that. And your mother saying,
I see these skits as him taking an absolutely extreme stance against education to highlight that saying education is the only way is just as crazy.
Drug habit you picked up at school, being around your peers, hey, now you'll get that $25,000 job a year and you'll spend all your money on crack cocaine. But it'll be your money. No more borrowing from mom for my high. So now you get your degree tattooed on your back. You're so excited about it. If you continue to work at the Gap after several interviews, oh my God, you'll come in at an entry-level position. And when you do that, if you kiss enough ass, you'll move up to the next level, which is being the secretary's secretary. And boy, is that great. You get to take messages for the secretary who never went to college. She's actually the boss's niece, so now you're part of the family. You know what college does for you? Makes you really smart, man. All you kids want to talk in the back of the class. Not me, I listened. Okay? I was a hall monitor. This was meant to be. You know how many classes I took? Extra classes? No, I've never had sex, but you know what? My degree keeps me satisfied. When a lady walks with me and says, hey, you know what's sexy? I say, no, I don't know what it is, but I bet I can add up all the change in your purse very fast.
School spirit, for them. Alpha step, omega step, Kappa step, Sigma step, gangsters walk, pimps gon' talk. Ooh, hecky no, that boy is raw. Told him I finished school and I started my own business. They say, oh, you graduated. No, I decided I was finished chasing y'all dreams and what you got planned. Now I spit it so hot, you got tan. Back to school and I hate it there, I hate it there. Everything I want, I gotta wait a year, I wait a year. This nigga graduated at the top of our class. I went to Cheesecake, he was off for the month and waited there. Got a Jones like Nora for your Sora. Bring more of them girls I seen in the Aurora. Tammy, Becky, and Laura, Aura, Shirley. I'm tryna hit it early, like I'm in a hurry. See, that's that Doobie Kane, the young Pootie Tang, tippy towel. Rockefeller chain, yeah, that's my rapper style. Rosary piece, yeah, that's my Catholic style. Red and white ones, yeah, that's my Kappa style. And I ain't even pledged. Crack my head on the steering wheel and I ain't even dead. If I can go through all that and still be breathing, it's been over, I'm here for a reason.
I like this one more.
Yeah. What'd you think about the skit?
That was pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah. See how I said it's satirical?
Yeah.
You keep it going, man. You keep those books rolling.
Yeah, I just think these skits are funny. It's a middle finger to the education system and him trying to break down the societal expectations of going to school.
Degree, okay? Then you get your bachelor's, then you get your master's, then you get your master's, then you get your doctrine. You go, man. And then when everybody says quit, you show them those degrees, man. When everyone says, hey, you're not working, you're not making any money, you say, you look at my degrees and you look at my life. Yeah, I'm 52. So what? Hate all you want, but I'm smart. I'm so smart. And I'm in school. These guys out here making money all these ways, and I'm spending mine to be smart. You know why? Because when I die, buddy, you know what's going to keep me warm? That's right, those degrees. Hey, Jimmy, where you going? I don't know where I'm going. My dad died, and he left me his degrees. My mom would always say, Dad, why don't you work? But he just kept learning. And now, I'm just glad he left me these, because all the regular homeless people have newspaper, and look what I have. These are documented. My father left them to me, and I'm gonna leave them to my kids. I'm gonna learn too. I'm gonna get super smart, so I too can die without money, but I'll be the smartest dead guy. Who has that?
I mean, I like those skits. I think it's more easier to connect with, probably because I'm also in college. But
and you're like, oh yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like if the point of going to school is just to get a degree, what's the point? And he's just taking that to the extreme.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And at least they're documented and with like a seal on them.
Exactly. So it's literally just him taking the extreme, so that like people know how crazy it is when they say, I'm going to school, I have a purpose. The way he goes toe-to-toe with one of the greatest lyricists at the time is crazy. It almost reminds me of how he went bar to bar with Kendrick in No More Parties in LA. It is even crazier to think that people passed on him at this time.
2 words, United States, no love, no breaks, low brow, high stakes, crack smoke, black folks, Big Macs, fat folks, ecstasy capsules, presidential scandals, everybody move. 2 words, most deaf, blackjack, hot shit, calm down, get back, ghetto people got this. Hey yo, 2 words, Chi-Town, Southside, worldwide, cause I rep that till I fucking die. Most imitated, Grammy nominated, hotel accommodated, cheerleader prom dated, barbershop player hated, mom and pop bootlegged it, felt like it rained to the roof caved in. And I basically know now we get racially profiled, cuffed up and hosed down, pimped up and hold down. Plus I got a whole city to hold down, from the bottom so the top's the only place to go now.
I don't know. I guess I didn't really connect with it as much as some of the other ones. I mean, yeah, I thought it was alright.
He uses that like pacing to create that tension where he feels stuck, because if you look at some of the lyrics, he's talking about like the things that people go through, like the black people go through, and it's difficult to get out of that kind of situation. And he's like, it took me a lot to get out of my situation too, because in order to become recognized as a rapper, he had to spit these rhymes. He had to go to people. For No ID is his mentor in Chicago, and he had to call him so many times for him to actually pick up. He's kind of talking about the struggles that people go through to break out of their living situation.
That's for show.
Yo, G, they can't stop me from rapping Kenny. Kenny hot.
This song is a sonic representation of the trials and tribulations Kanye went through to make this record and be taken serious.
I drink a boost for breakfast, an intro for dessert. Somebody order pancakes, I just sip the scissor. That right there could drive a sane man berserk. Not to worry, Mr. Ace to the Izzles back to Wizard. How do you console my mom or give her light support? Telling her son's on life support. And just imagine how my girl feel on the plane, scared as hell that a guy looked like Emmett Till. She was with me before the deal, she been trying to be mine. She a Delta, so she been throwing that dynasty sign. What if somebody from the shot that was ill got a deal on the hottest rap label around? But he wasn't talking about coke and birds, it was more like spoken word. Except he's really putting it down. And he explained the story about how blacks came from glory and what we need to do in the game. Good dude, bad night, right place, wrong time. In the blink of an eye, his whole life changed. I must got an angel, cause look how death missed his ass. Unbreakable, what you thought they call me Mr. Glass? Look back on my life like the ghost of Christmas past. Toys R Us where I used to spend that Christmas cash. And I still won't grow up, I'm a grown ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did. But I'm a champion, so I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire, spit my soul through the wire.
So you get why it's like so important to this entire album in his life?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like he rapped this in secret because like people were trying to keep him from going to the studio. But he said he made up a stupid excuse and he was like, I need to go to the studio because his mouth was wired shut at that time when he was recording it.
Actually, I went into the studio and they didn't want to give me a session, so I lied and said I was doing something else because his dog's playing around. He's going to the studio with his mouth wired shut. What's wrong with him?
Right, this guy's playing games.
Yeah, they always think I'm playing games. They always think that you're crazy. Anybody who pushes the envelope has to go postal.
So how did he say the lines?
He was just rapping like this.
Oh, so that's why it sounds a little off.
Yeah, but that's like the entire point. That's what makes the song better because it was during the time. His career almost ended. He turned tragedy into triumph, like he said here. But I'm a champion, so I turn tragedy into triumph, make music that's fire, spit my soul through the wire. He's saying like, no matter what situation life throws at me, I'm going to persevere and make that a strength rather than a weakness. That's the story of like this entire album too. You're going to have trials and tribulations throughout the way, just like this. He almost died while making this album. He's saying like, keep going at it. It's going to be tough. The road to success is tough, but keep going through it just like how I did.
Oh. So if we died, we would have never gotten flashing lights.
We wouldn't have gotten anything.
Oh, yeah.
His entire career would have been over. But yeah, this next song is one of my favorite beats in Kanye's discography. It's one of my favorite beats. And I think you'll like it too, but...
So it's time to trash on it. So it's time to trash on it. Time to trash on your favorite beats. Time to trash.
Help. Man, this is a beautiful song with heartfelt lyrics. I don't even know how it's possible, but even the first time I listened to the song, it gave me nostalgia.
This is family business, and this is for the family that can't be with us. And this is for my cousin locked down, oh, the answer's in us. That's why I spit it in my song, so sweet like a photo of your granny's picture. Now that you're gone, it hit us. Super hard on Thanksgiving and Christmas, this can't be right. Yeah, you heard the track I did, man, this can't be life. Somebody please say grace so I could save face and have a reason to cover my face. I even made you a plate, soul food, know how granny do it. And this is for everybody standing with us. Come on, let's take a family Grammy picture. Abby, remember when they ain't believe in me? Now she like, see, that's my cousin on TV. Now, we getting it and we gon' make it, and they gon' hate it, and I'm his favorite. I can't deny it, I'm a straight rider, but when we get together, be electric sliding. Grandma, get them shook up. Oh no, don't open the photo book up. I got a Aunt Ruth that can't remember your name, but I bet them Polaroids are sent her down memory lane. You know that one auntie, you don't mean to be rude, but every holiday nobody eating a food, and you don't wanna stay there, cause them your worst cousins. Got roaches at they crib like them your first cousins. Act like you ain't took a bath with your cousin. Fit 3 in the bed. If it's 6 of y'all, I'm talking about 3 by the head and 3 by the leg. But you ain't have to tell my girl I used to pee in the bed. Y'all gon' sit down, have a good time this reunion, and drink some wine like communion, and act like everything fine. And if it isn't, we ain't letting everybody in our family business.
Let's get Stevie out of jail.
Yeah, but it's
just so random. What?
No, but he's talking about his family. Like, just real stuff that happens in his family. The tough stuff, the bad stuff, the things that people don't want to talk about, but he's talking about it. He's saying there's the good, the bad, the beautiful, but there's also, like, the ugly side of family, too. And he's saying family, it's something that's irreplaceable.
But what if it's, like, abusive? What if your family's, like, abusive?
That's an exception, but he's speaking from his heart. He can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, but, like, for the most part,
Yeah, and that's the point. It's just a good...
normal, unabusive family.
It's just a good, beautiful song that lays out his relationship with his family and some of the struggles and hardships, but the good and the bad that also comes with being in the family.
Yeah.
Did you like the sample?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the beat was kind of nice. There's a pretty nice little riff to it.
Okay, what'd you think about the song?
I thought the song was nice. I like the heartfelt aspect of it. I thought the beat was pretty nice. I don't really have, like, too many bad things. The one thing that did stuck out was, like, with, like, that little kid towards the end. She's like, the Mercedes-Benz, and let Uncle Riffy go, like, get out of jail or something.
I don't know the exact reason, but I would guess it's, like, the pure aspect of the child, and it's, like, they don't really know what's going on, so they can't keep anything from, like, secrets. So they're just, like, saying what's been talked about or, like, what's happening in the family. That's what I think. You get more idea of what the family's actually going through the child than, like, the parent, but that's my guess.
Oh, this is the last one?
This is the last one, but it's 12 minutes long.
Oh my gosh.
But...
Oh my gosh.
No, it's a very important song, and a lot of people got a lot of inspiration from this song. JID's album, The Forever Story, I'm pretty sure he got a lot of inspiration from this because I think that's the best album in 2022. And the last song is 2007, and you can see a lot of similarities between that song and Last Call. This song is very important to Kanye because it outlines his entire journey to make this album and outlines his struggle so that other people can also resonate with it and get help or be motivated by it and see what he went through so that, like, when they're in that valley despair moment in their career, they can come back to the song and be like, okay, this guy went through it. I can get through it too. I think this is a great exit to his debut album because it outlines the road he took to make his dreams come true. And he's saying that it's not going to be easy to go against the grain, but he gave it his all and believed himself, and so should you.
The all around the world digital underground Pac, the Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer of the rock. I take my chain, my 15 seconds of fame, and come back next year with the whole fucking game. Ain't nobody expect Kanye to end up on top. They expected that college dropout to drop and it flop. Then maybe he stopped, saving all the good beats for himself. Rockefeller's only niggas that help. Flow infectious, give me 10 seconds. I have a buzz bigger than insects in Texas. It's funny how wasn't nobody interested. To the night I almost killed myself in Lexus. Last year shopping my demo, I was trying to shine. Every motherfucker told me that I couldn't rhyme. Now I can let these dream killers kill my self-esteem. I use my arrogance as a steam to power my dreams. I use it as my gas, so they say that I'm gassed. But without it I'll be last, so I ought to last. So I don't listen to the suits behind the desk no more. You niggas wear suits cause you can't dress no more. You can't say shit to Kanye West no more. I rock 20,000 people, I was just on tour, nigga. I'm kinda Louis Vuitton Don. Bought my mom a purse, now she Louis Vuitton mom. I ain't played a hand I was dealt, I changed my cards. I prayed to the skies and I changed my stars. Brains, power, and muscle like Dame, Puffy, and Russell. Your boy back on the hustle, you know what I've been up to. Killing y'all niggas on that lyrical shit. Mayonnaise, color bins, I push miracle whips and I am. I called G, I said, man, you think we can still get that deal with Rockefeller?
That's the album. What did you think about the album as a whole?
I thought this album was actually pretty solid. I think it was a lot deeper than all the other
Something
ones
that you can actually relate to.
Yeah.
Would you put this over the other two that we listened to?
That's hard just because in terms of beats, I feel like the other two had better beats. I'd probably say this is like top two. Like I feel like out of the three, this would be like either top one or top two.
The real question is, would you go back and listen to, on your own time, any of these songs?
On my own time? I think there was like one in there that was like, I kind of felt like I might go back and listen to that one. Maybe. I think I would listen to All Falls Down and the other, like
All Falls Down, Spaceships, and
But would I listen to those over like the other two, like songs in the other two albums? Like I'd probably listen to those two I actually would listen to the first two albums that we did. Like,
really? Okay.
A couple of songs from those two albums I probably would.
Like Flashing Lights and I Wonder.
Yeah, and like the other one. What was
like
the other one?
Runaway?
Runaway, yeah. Runaway, I could definitely see myself listening to that for sure.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. So from where we started, had no albums listened, are we further along the line of like I could see myself being a Kanye fan?
Kanye fan?
fan. I don't know if I'd use the word fan, but I will say initially, like when I started listening to the albums or like when we were doing these videos, well, I didn't really know much about Kanye or his music, but listening to this, I guess more of like this third album is, I mean, the other two as well, but on this third one, I think seeing the more introspective side as well as like Flashing Lights and
I Wonder.
Yeah. I think I've kind of seen that, like, you know, there is like a deeper level to Kanye songs than just diss tracks or stuff like that. But after listening to his music and seeing these 3 albums, I've learned that, you know, I guess Kanye West isn't all like, you know, crazy and all that stuff. I mean, he does have like good music in there. You know, he's not just like, you know, like gay fish.
Yeah, he's not just a gay fish.
he's not just a gay fish, and he's not, like, he actually has like some pretty good songs, pretty solid songs in there.
I think this was the album he resonated with the most, but I mean, come on. How could you not like this album? I think next week we should start poking at his more edgy side.
I like that dark, edgy stuff.
But I'm curious to know, what do you think the last album should be? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
The fact that you didn't believe in me makes it funner. It feels like smashing somebody in Monopoly.